Hello and welcome to Rados Castle of Chapter 10 of my FE4 0% growth slow turn count playthrough. So, there's not too much going on right now, just a bit of repositioning of units for the next castle, and lots of playing around with staves. You'll soon see why I need Seti to be running around like he is now. Layla needs to be repositioned at Kronos Castle, sorry, forgot the name, to dance as soon as possible next turn. And in a normal playthrough, you could probably get her a return rank, because she'd be capable of clearing arena fights, but on 0% growth, that's not the case, so that's why I need Seti out there to run over and warp her. And Jan is getting in position to do some returning shenanigans later on. And Oifi is also going around because he also has things to do. Now, so the problem with this castle is, as you can see, that massive group of cavalry. They all 1 or 2 shot most of my units, most of my cavalry, and at pretty high hit rates, and there are a lot of them, so my cavalry really cannot survive a heads-on engagement with them, which would make you think that, oh, I have to use Shannon, but as you all know, I'm loath to use Shannon when I don't have to, because lugging a 6-move unit around in this game slows you down. But don't fear, because I don't have to use him. So you're going to see the first example of the Prayer Sword on a male unit glitch. While it is a glitch and you might think, oh, you shouldn't do that, I mean, at least it's not game-breaking like the rescue glitch, which is why I decided to use it. So essentially, if a male unit has nothing in their inventory, they can repair a broken prayer sword and they will equip it. They can't choose to attack with it, and if they switch to a different item, then they'll unequip it and will have to break it to use it again. But it's a good way to get prayer on another unit. So yeah, that's what that's doing there. And Celis needs the prayer. And so I'm going to take advantage of the ridiculous evade boost. So here you're also going to know Celis buys a javelin. You'll be thinking, what is this, chapter 2? Since javelins haven't been useful since then, because they're quite frankly terrible weapons. But Celis actually needs this weapon quite badly. Because of all the enemies, they all one-shot him, except for the archers, who knock him down to 2 health, which you know is well into prayer range, and he has the prayer ring. And the issue is I can't rig them to hit him on enemy phase, because in the attack order of the enemies, they go last. So I need him to attack them from 2 range, which I use the javelin for because it's cheaper than a ranged sword. So here he misses and is knocked down to 2 health, which means that he can go back and safely. So this seems near on suicidal, being right in front of this massive pack of enemies. Thankfully, Leaf and Celis are the 2 weakest targets. Aless is also pretty weak, and if they all piled on him, he would die. But since Celis and Leaf are so weak, the enemies swarm them for the most part, making this a pretty reliable GG. Even with the massive evade boost, when the boss has roughly a 50% hit rate on Celis, which means that, and since the boss Radale gets 4 hits, it's actually quite risky, because, you know, he obviously one-shots Celis at 2 health, but it works out alright. Just have to do a little bit of RNG abuse, like always. And in fact, there was an earlier RN chain where this worked too, but the enemies also need to end up in a very specific formation to make something possible. So yeah, now you just see the ridiculousness of prayer. So, you know, the axe is missing him. That isn't too notable. I mean, they have low hit rates. But now you see these guys missing him. Oh look at Celis not get touched. Alas, his hurt looks risky, but he's fine because he dodges some of these things. And yeah, Leaf actually didn't have to make a use of his prayer sword. In other RN chains he had to. I still don't mind giving it to him because it's not as if he's going to be doing much fighting. He can sell it for the same price he repaired it for, and he's going to need it later on. But yeah, so you can see Rados miss him. And thankfully we don't have to fight Rados. So you see the northmost Mage Knight. That positioning is actually very important to getting the 4 turn of this castle. The way the rescue staff works is that it obviously has a range of 10 squares, but its priority is, first it prioritizes making the dancer go up, though as you can see this bad because it makes Layla further away. Then it positions left, then down, then right, I believe at least. Maybe it's up, then down, I'm not sure. But anyways, since the pirate is standing to Leaf's left, and the Mage Knight is above Leaf, Layla spawns 1 below him, which is a better positioning than otherwise, because otherwise, if that spot wasn't being blocked, she would spawn above him, making, or in a different square, making Celis 1 square short of being able to see. So all it takes is a quick rescue of Aless so that he can destroy one of the guards and he can return back home. The difference is on a normal playthrough, it would actually... So this is the lowest turn count possible, the 4 turn I'm about to get, but I could technically... But I will have to slow down the next castle because in a playthrough with Groats, you can have a promoted Jan with a high kill weapon and the pursuit ring, which means that she can take him out, take the guard out, and then on the next turn return Celis. But there was no way to work it out so that 4 units got there on time. Jan as well, and Jan obviously wasn't capable of taking down. Well, now that I think about it, oh no, I'm not going to replay for that. Maybe I could have given her the high kill hero sword and had Celis. No, never mind. I was just thinking of an alternative strategy, but it wouldn't have worked. So now, well, I've already talked through most of this RNG abuse. You know the drill by now, 2 criticals. And once again, short of using the rescue glitch, it's impossible to complete this castle in any shorter number of turns. Because, yeah, this is just using the rescue staff to its fullest. And so this was kind of the less interesting part of the castle. Like, I suppose the whole prayer gimmick was fun, but the next part of the next 2 castles are very hectic, so look forward to those, and thank you, and I'll see you guys next time. This is completed in 4 turns.